Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there, is it? So student, welcome back to English class. This is your Prasad Jarli sir and new English teacher for this remaining academic year. So student, how are you all finally? And you are watching the videos which were uploaded there in the group each and every day. So it's like a good student, a work like a good student. Very good. So student, today we are going to begin with the part number 2. Which one? The part number 2 of the section A of the unit number 2, which is art and sculpture, and the section A is the model Millionaire, which is written here on the board. So student, see here towards the board, where were we? We were there on the unit number 2, section A, the model Millionaire, and here this is part 2 of the same lesson. So student, you can see these all are the important and the new words for you. See, the words are written here which are new for you, and the meaning of these words are written here in front of them. So student, you should read it and memorize it, and you should utilize these words when you speak in English with anyone. So it will help you to increase your vocabulary, fluency, pronunciation, and you will able to learn a good English communication. You can communicate in English well, so you will not face any kind of burden while speaking English. Understood? So student, let's recall what we have read in the previous video or previous part. So in the previous part, we got new about this. This is a whole lesson of the modern Millionaire. It is related to the art and sculpture. So student, here in this lesson, you can find the art where Alan Trevon, a friend of Hoogie, who is a hero of this lesson. So he used to draw the paintings. The painting is called art. He is an artist. So that's why this section A is based on art and sculpture. So student, what we have read, recall it. The main hero Hoogie is very passionate and love with Laura, a daughter of retired colonel, a very strict person. And here the retired colonel demanded how many rupees? He demanded 10,000 pounds from whom? From Hoogie. Then Hoogie is not capable for that. Though he don't have any work, he don't have money. He had given 200 pounds only when his father died, and it is given by his aunt, and he spent it and he wasted within 1 year. But what after that? He have to move here and there in search of job. Though he got the job, but he resigned it because he don't want to do it. Now this Hoogie, a hero of the lesson, became zero. He is good in looking, his face is good, his characters are good, but what is the use of that? Though he is a fascinating person, but what is the use of that? If he couldn't able to communicate with, or he couldn't able to earn a money, then how could it possible that he can marry and live such a happy full life? Yes or no student? It is a truth, a universal truth of the lifestyle. Everyone should have the skill, everyone should have a job, everyone should have an idea if he wants to go up in his life. So student, this is what we have discussed in the story. And we discussed he is in love with the Laura, and the Laura father asked for 1,000 pounds. So from where he can bring? So he went to meet Alan Trevon, his friend, a great friend, and he is a good master, and he is called the masterpiece of the paintings. And when he went to his studio, when this Hoogie, a hero of the lesson, went to meet his friend in the studio, there he is drawing a painting over the card sheet. he is drawing a painting over the paper, okay, on the card sheet of whom? Can you guess? Of a poor person or of a richest person? Can you tell? By appearance, he is poor person. He had one hat in his left hand and a stick in his right hand. He was in the position like this, and it seems that this poor person is asking some of the amount from the people, and he was standing in this position and wearing very bad clothes which were torn out, okay, and his appearance is so ugly. And here the Alan Traven drawing the painting of that old beggar person. At the same time, Hoogie came inside in the studio and he started watching towards his activity, whose Alan's activity, and he totally appreciated his painting and he liked his painting, and he taken out the golden coin from his pocket and given to whom? Yes, to whom? To Alan Traven. Then what happened? Alan Traven accepted it, or he scolded him, or the beggar who is there, he scolded him for giving such a small value for this painting. Then what happens in the next lesson? Let's go, student. Let's begin with the part number 2, the remaining portion of the textbook, and have a better understanding with a better explanation by your sir. Okay, student, before beginning, I would like to say you all, please open your textbook and come here on the page number 26, which the second paragraph. So, student, the page number 26, I am beginning with second paragraph. So, everyone listen it thoroughly. Here, what an amazing model, whispered Hoogie as he shook hands with his friend. How miserable he looks. How much does a model get for sitting? Asked Hoogie. Then what happened here? Now Alan Traven is a friend of Hoogie. He is a good person. And here Hoogie says, what a beautiful picture you are drawing, my friend. What a model it is. It is very beautiful model. Whispered. Who? Hoogie. Whispered means speaking so loudly, okay, in such a shouting manner. So speaking loudly, what a beautiful model, like this he whispered. Who? Hoogie. Towards whom? Alan. Then how miserable he looks. How much does a model get for sitting? Asked Hoogie. Then here the Hoogie is telling, what a beautiful picture you have drawn. So what is the cost of it? How much I have to pay it? And what the model get to sit? Can I ask here from Alan? Now what he replies? A shilling an hour. A shilling an hour. He says, I will ask for a shilling. Shilling is a amount which can be utilized somewhere in London or British. Okay, for an hour I am going to ask for a shilling, an amount, a currency. And how much do you get for your picture, Alan? And he asked, how much you will get for your picture? Though I want this picture, or if you want to make my own picture, then how much amount you will take from me? So this is what here Hoogie is asking from his friend Alan. Oh, for this I get 2000 guineas. For this I will get some 2000 guineas. Who said? Alan told. Well, I think the model should have a percentage, cried Hoogie, laughing. They work quite as hard as you do. They work quite as hard as you do. Then what happened? Now Hoogie laughed here. Yes, it is a good amount. You are asking a good amount. Not too much, not too less. It is medium amount. So I appreciate this picture. Then they work quite as hard as you do. Okay. But our work is too harder. What you do? Who comments? Alan comments. Nonsense, with an exclamatory mark. Why? Look at the trouble of laying on the paint alone and standing all day long at one's easel. It's all very well, Hoogie, for you to talk, but I assure you that there are moments when art almost becomes manual labor. But you mustn't chatter. I am very busy, so keep quiet. Now the Hoogie is making the fun of the Alan. Hey, this simple work you are asking for 2000 guineas, so it is like that. Not too much hard work. You have to draw, that's it. But here Alan became somehow angry. Hey you Hoogie, why you are speaking like this? Don't speak like this. Though it required too much of patience. It required too much of dedication. It requires too much of mind, skill. So you are thinking that my work is not too much? No, my work is too much. I have to give my whole day, a whole brain, a whole time to making such a beautiful picture. So now don't disturb me. Keep quiet there itself. I will talk you afterwards. Because Alan is drawing a painting, and here he is telling to Hoogie, Hoogie, don't disturb me. I'm drawing a painting. Okay, this is what here in the third paragraph of the scene. Then what happened? The old beggar took advantage of Trevor's absence to rest for a moment on a wooden bench that was behind him. So what happened? The old beggar took advantage of Trevor's absence to rest for a moment on a wooden bench that was behind him. So the beggar who was standing in front of him to give his own personality description to the Alan to draw there somewhere on the card sheet. So what he did? He sat on the stool which is kept behind to him. He sat over it. Okay, for the time being Alan and Hoogie talked together. Then what happened? Yes, don't run away Hoogie, he said as he went out. I will be back in a moment. Now don't run away Hoogie. Now Hoogie was sitting there and the Alan is commenting. Hey, don't run away Hoogie, I want to talk to you. He said. Who? Alan. He went out. I will be back in a moment. Then Hoogie said, no, I am not running somewhere. I will come back to your studio. Wait for a while and keep yourself busy in your work. Okay. Then another paragraph. The old beggar took advantage of Trevor's absence to rest for a moment on a wooden bench that was behind him. He looked so forlorn and wretched. He looked so forlorn and wretched. So student, see this box. Here you will get the meaning of these two words, forlorn and wretched. So I have written here on the board. You can see. Yes, forlorn means where it is. Okay, forlorn means sad and lonely. It means sad and lonely. It's called forlorn. Then what is wretched? Wretched is very happy. What it is? Very happy. So see student, what a coincidence. Here the forlorn is sad, wretched is very happy. So student, it is very important part, okay, of the vocabulary section. So you should write down these two words in your notebooks. Okay, have a proper note. Then he looked so forlorn and wretched that Hoogie could not help pitying him and felt in his pockets to see what money he had. So what happened? He looked so sad and wretched. Who? Here, the Hoogie. The characters of this forlorn and wretched goes to Hoogie. Hoogie is somewhere looking so sad, even happy. Who observed? The beggar observed and Alan observed. And suddenly Hoogie got something in his pocket and he became happy. And he was shying and hesitating earlier. Now he is too happy because he something got in his pocket. Then all he could find was a gold coin. Which coin, student? A gold coin. In India, the value of the gold is more. Gold is more costly. So all he got gold coin in his pocket. Then what happened? A gold coin, a subversion. So the meaning of the subversion is gold coin. So student, here I have wrote, see, subversion. What it means? A British gold coin. Who had this British gold coin? Who? Hoogie. Hoogie had this British gold coin in his pocket. Then what happened? What he did? Poor and fellow, he thought to himself. He wants it more than I do, but it means no taxes for the next 2 weeks. And he walked across the studio and slipped the subversion into the beggar's hand. Then what happened here? He bought that golden coin, which will help him for the another next 2 weeks. It is going to help him to survive in this big and costly city for another next 2 weeks. But what he did, he taken that gold coin given to the Alan. Alan, take this gold coin I am going to give you, and in exchange you have to give me something. Who is demanding? This Huggy is demanding to Alan. Then what happened? Yes, the old man looked surprised and smiled faintly. Thank you, sir, he said. Thank you. So here, the Alan who got this one, which a gold coin, the old man is watching each and everything in such a surprising manner. Now the old man said, hey, someone given interested over my description, over my appearance and over my painting. Now this old man became happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You have given some a gold coin for my painting. Who told? A old man. Okay. Then Trevor arrived and Huggy took his leave. Okay. Took his leave. What it means? Said goodbye to someone and left. And Trevor arrived there and Huggy just given his hand to the Alan or Trevor and he went away from there. Then what happened? Here, blushing a little at what he had done. Okay, so here the word blushing means not bothering about what he did in the previous. Though giving a gold coin as it is, it becomes so costly. So Alan given the gold coin here Huggy given the gold coin to the Alan and he went away from the studio and not bothering about that coin what he gifted to Alan. Then what happened? Yes, he spent the day with Laura, got a charming scolding for his extravagance and had to walk home. So after going from that studio, he went back to meet whom? To meet Laura, and he talked with her and both of them enjoyed the day by walking, chatting, okay, by enjoying the whole beautiful day. At last, Laura scolded him. Why you have spent too much of amount only such a simple poor man's painting? I don't think so. No, I thought that painting is the best painting and it gives pleasure and the creativeness, and I thought I have to pay something for that painting, so that's why I given that gold coin to a subversion. To whom? To Alan. So he speaks to Laura, but Laura is scolding for spending gold coin. Then what happened? That night he met Trevor at the Palette Club. Which club? Palette Club. Well, Alan, did you get the picture finished all right? He said. Who said? This one. A Huggy. At night, both of them met at the Palette Club. So here the Huggy is asking, hey Alan, Trevor, might be you have completed the picture? Yes or no? You have completed the picture now and you should give me it back because I should take the proper use of it. Who is telling? Yes, who is telling? Here Huggy is telling to Alan, Trevor. Finished and framed, my boy, answered Trevor. And by the way, you have made a conquest. That old model you saw is quite devoted to you. I had to tell him all about you, who you are, where you live, what your income is and what plans you have. So my friend, do you know one thing? You have paid your interest and a gold coin over my painting, and the old model who was standing in front of me, I am drawing the painting of him. He given some interest towards you. He start asking about yourself. He got knew about your profile. Who are you? What's your name? And what he do? And what was his problem? I told each and everything about yourself to him. So what happened? Do Huggy ask something else from Alan Trevor? And what he feels? He don't think so that it is too special for him. He just agree with it. But the old man, after listening the story of Hoogie, how could he help the Hoogie with his problem? So student, in the previous video we have discussed the problem of the Hoogie is, yes, what? That his father-in-law is asking 1,000 pounds from him. From where could he afford 1,000 pounds and he give back to whom? To Hoogie. From where he can give back to this 1,000 pounds to the retired colonel? So it is not possible at all. So here the old man had listened each and everything about him. Now this old man capable to arrange 1,000 pounds, which is too much, and he wants to give to Hoogie. So how could such a beggar can give 1,000 pounds to Hoogie? So student, think about the coming situation and coming story. What will may happen in the coming story? Think about it and do one thing. Whatever you thought, please text me there in the WhatsApp. I am going to watch it. How many of you following this story and how many of you thinking about the text in your mind, and how many of you predicting what will happen in the future, or how many of you listened the short summary of this lesson and they can answer me. So student, I am waiting there. If anyone text me, it seems that they are a good student. They are watching this video thoroughly from beginning till end, and they will be taken some special care. Okay, if everyone do, everyone will be taken special care. Okay, so do this activity which is given by me to you all. So student, you should do it without fail. So student, what we have learned here in this part 2. In the part 2, the Hoogie went to meet Alan and he talked about each and everything about his problem and all those things. Then what happened at last? He got surprised by the painting what he is making there of the old model. So he taken out some golden coin and given to Alan that after finishing of this painting, just provide me, I want to keep this painting. Now the old beggar person who was a model for that painting, now he asked each and everything, who was he, what's his name, what he do, what was his problem, and each and everything about Hoogie. Okay, here Alan Trevor told to the old man, and the old man is going to do something best for the Hoogie. What he do? This is what we are going to learn in another video. For the time being student, watch this video thoroughly, understand it and have a better understanding, and write down this all main okay words which are here on the board. Which one? Just repeat it. Corsy means rough. Okay, this corsy rough word goes to the appearance of the old man. He is wearing a rough dresses, okay, while becoming a model for the painting. All tears and tatter. So clothes that are old and badly torn. Whose clothes are old and badly torn? That old man's, beggar's man. Then Guinness. Guinness means old British coin. It is old British coin is called Guinness. During the era of British hegemony over India, so Britishers were using these kind of coins because gold is too much there in the world. So instead of using silver and metal coin, they are using gold coin for some precious work. Then forlorn means sad and lonely. Wretched means very happy. Subversion means a British gold coin. Then extravagance means the person who is wasting the amount for unnecessary things is called extravagance person. So who is extravagance person here in the story? Who? Yes, Hoogie, a hero of the story. By whom he is called it for his unnecessary spending? By his girlfriend, and her name is Laura. So extravagance is wasteful and careless spending. Wasteful and careless spending is a Hoogie, a hero of the lesson. So student, here we have discussed the part 2 in a brief. So watch this video thoroughly, and the last make some notes regarding to the glossary which is there on the board. And in the coming video we are going to discuss the part 3 and part 4. And there is one question left it as it is: how the old man, a beggar, a model, helped the Hoogie to solve his problem. This is what we are going to learn in the next class. For the time being, watch this video thoroughly and make notes, and have a nice day. Bye bye.